Hey everyone, been a little while since my last video, probably 6 months or so I reckon. Life's been busy, so hobbies tend to take a back seat when that happens. It's just the way things go. We're well underway into orchid season now, 2024. It's currently mid-late August, and this is kind of my first trip out for the year. Well, not for the year, but you know, for this season. Just here at Ferries McDonald today. It's an easy one. Generally plenty of orchids out. We're just going to look for the standard suspects. Should be like Acanthus species up. There might be some Pterostyla species up. Maybe Calodina stellata, Xanthochyla, stuff like that. I'm a little bit out of touch with when the actual timings are for these things flowering, so we'll see. As usual, I'll bring you in when I see anything. Just going to wander along the track here and yeah, see how we go. Alright, I'll come back into you. Alrighty, so first orchid I've seen for the day is one I completely forgot to mention. It's a Philodendron deformis. We're just down here, kind of looking at the back of it, unfortunately, but always cool ones to see, the blue fairies. Obviously he's going to be upside down a little bit there. We've got Certostylus leaves here all around it. They're incredibly common in this park. There's stacks of them. I haven't actually seen any Acanthus flowers yet, so maybe we're actually too late for those, but certainly got the Calodina leaves and buds. So they're like probably Calodina stricta and stuff like that. Just seen some more Philodendron in here. Lots of them, actually. Always cool little flowers to see. There's another one down here behind me. Another couple over there. And there's another one down over there. Yeah, lots around. I'm barely even come along the track from the car yet, so should be a good little wander. Normally have to go off track a little bit to see the Calodina stellata and stuff, so we'll probably do that in a little bit, but lots of Philodendron around at the moment. Heaps of them, in fact. Alright, I'll bring you back in when we see another species. I didn't even get 2 steps and we found another species. We've got the swamp donkey orchid, which is Diarrhus palustris down here. Very small, short little guys. We've also got the carnivorous plant there. There's a Drosera. I don't know the scientific names for these guys. We've got a couple of different types here. Got that scrambling sort of variety, then the prostrate. It's probably like Whitakeri or something like that. Philodendron just here as well. Righty. Yeah, carrying on. Keep our eyes peeled. Righty, so we've continued along a little bit. And I found some Certostylus flowers here, so we'll have a look at these. These are incredibly common and widespread. And they form big, real big colonies, as you can see by all the green leaves there. normally hide up against trees and stuff. Yeah, lots of them around. I still haven't seen very many Achianthus at all. Seen some leaves, but no flowers, so maybe they're already done. They do flower quite early. Another Philodendea down there as well. So we're doing all right. That's what caught on a branch there. 3 species already, I think, and we're only like 200 meters up the track. I'll probably wander off into here, like this side of the track, shortly. See if we can find some others. Yeah. Sorry about the wind noise. It is quite breezy today. It's not freezing cold, but it is breezy. So, all right, I'll bring you back in when I find something else. Alrighty. So next species for the day is going to be, I can't even remember what they're called now. I think it's a Caledonia capillata, wispy spider orchid. Could be like Jonesopsis or something now. I don't know. I'll spin you around. Also incredibly common orchids at this time of year. Although perhaps not so much in this side of Ferries McDonald. They're very common over on the other side. Yeah. Cool orchids. I do kind of get sick of seeing them a little bit because they're a similar colour to like the Caledonia stellata, which I prefer seeing. And yeah, they can fool you a little bit. Philodendea, still heaps of those. There's heaps of these guys around at the moment. Just everywhere. I can see another Caledonia leaf over there actually. We're going to keep wandering. I might actually wander off into the scrub here since there's a nice little game trail I can follow. And yeah, I will, before I go away, another species. Got the little dwarf green hoods here. Well, one of them anyway. They're another one that forms big colonies. There's a few more here. Another one there. Another one there. Yeah, more of the wispy spider orchids as well. Good little patch here. Not quite open yet. A cooked Philodendea in front of it. Good little diverse patch. Alright, we're going to continue along this game trail for a bit and see if we can find some stellata. While making sure we don't stomp on stuff. Like this big patch of Philodendea deformis. Oh, here we go. So yeah, we're obviously too late for the Achianthus. They've flowered and finished already. They are quite an early flowering orchid. Sorry, gotta remember to zoom out when I stand back up and start moving. Not trying to give you all motion sickness or anything. I'm going to put the camera down and I will bring you back in. I haven't come very far, but I figured I'd bring you back in just to show you this because it's kind of cool. I was just looking at this lovely little cluster of Philodendron here. Don't often see them all clustered up like that, and then I've spotted a full white one. So is that one there? Pretty cool little colour morph. Doesn't want to focus nicely for me. There we go. And you can see the normal coloured one there. Got them both in shot. Yeah, I'm going to grab a photo of that one. I've seen a few of the white ones around, but yeah. Always cool to see another one. Still no stellata though, just lots of Philodendron. Alrighty guys, so have just found our first stellata for today's trip. Just a little bit outside of the normal cluster that we or that I normally find them in. Just pushing northwards a little bit. I'm just going to spin you around. And we've got this lovely example here. Stunning specimen. Really nice. Just kind of amongst like the I think this stuff is called broom brush. I'm not actually sure, but yeah. Philodendron deformis all around us here, as you'd expect. Just the one stellata by the looks on its own. Normally in loose groups. There is another leaf here, but I don't think it's a stellata. Might be. This one here. Different sort of leaf. We do have a Telemetra here in bud. Got swamp diorus here as well. More Philodendron deformis. Another nice little diverse spot. Yeah, pretty stoked to have found that. Just going to take some photos and carry on. I like to document these things almost religiously when I see them. Probably overkill, but yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty, back on the trail again now. Weather's really starting to blow in kind of quick. It was kind of grim in the hills when I left home before. It was kind of nice out here. But that weather's really coming through, and I've got some other stuff I want to do this afternoon. So we might be cutting this video a little short. We have seen the one stellata so far though, and I'm going to keep looking for a bit. There's actually not too many orchids. Well, I say orchids, not too many spider orchids around at all. And I know it's been a dry winter, particularly out this way in the Murray Mallee. So it could just be not going to get a substantial flowering event from them, but it could just be that I'm out of practice and I'm got my eyes painted on as well rather than looking properly. There is plenty of orchids around. So yeah, basically I'm going to wander up to the end of the track. There is some shell orchids I'm hoping to see, which I may have missed. They're not far up here actually. Maybe I'll just keep you with me until we get up there. They might be done already. And then I will head back towards the car a little closer, get back into the main sort of patch of stellata that is nearly always there every year, and we'll have a look there, see if we can get a few more on camera, because they can be a little variable, and there can be like Xanthochyla and like some sort of mixed sort of influence flowers in amongst them. So yeah, anyway, we're going to wander along the track for a bit. I'll bring you back in if I see these shell orchids. Alrighty, so I found this little patch of shell orchids, and there's a few flowers up, so they've seen better days. So there's one nice one here. So we'll have a look at that. So these are, I think it's Diplodium species, or maybe Dipodium. Forgive me for my pronunciation of that. So you got that nice flower there. And then there's a few cooked ones over here. I'm not sure on the identification of these guys. I know that that little bit you can see in there, the labellum, I think, is an identifying feature, but yeah, I'm no good with these. It's still cool to see them. I'll take some photos and put them up on iNaturalist. I've seen these the last couple of years now, so I already do have a record on there. So yeah, forgive me with the identification of those green hood orchids. They still seem to come under Pterostylis on iNaturalist, so we'll go with that. They're a green hood. Yeah, just gonna wander around the other side of this tree here. So that little colony was just over there. Oops, wrong button. Over there. There was another colony around the back side of this tree last time I visited and had a look. But it actually looks kind of dry around here this year, so maybe there's not going to be any. They seem to grow in quite damp, mossy spots from experience. Which it was around here last year. It does not. It seems very dry around the side this year. I think we're just going to end up walking into the back side of that colony. So yeah, I'm talking about like these mossy patches. That colony's just in the front side, just over there. I'm not seeing any more of the flowers. Yeah, look, we've seen them. I was able to show you, so I'm not going to go stampeding around in here too much. I am still just going to wander up to the end of the trail, I think. I always lose the trail in this part. I'll wander up to the end of the trail down here, and then I will come back and we'll have a look for some more stellata. Alright. I'll be back with you. Alrighty, so I've been out to the end of the track and I'm heading back towards the vehicle now. Haven't really seen too much, to be perfectly honest with you, at this end. I don't normally until maybe a bit later in the season, but that might not even happen this year with how dry it's been. I'm just going to spin you. I mean, there's heaps of Philodendron out here. Just going to spin you around. A few patches of the swamp Dioris. They're pretty prolific in this part for the most part. I think they're like a localized or quite a rare orchid in general, but they're pretty common here. There is Caledonia leaves. We're too early for most of the species, so you know, there's Caledonia leaves around. You got Certostylus leaves there as well. Haven't even seen too many flowers of those yet, but maybe I figured they'd be up by now. I actually just found an Aerochyllus leaf as well. And we did come out earlier in the year and have a look at Aerochyllus here in the park. So this is what their leaves look like. The leaves come up after they flower. Yeah, we found a few of those earlier on. I didn't manage to find any out this way. But yeah, so maybe I'll log that one. So I've got a record for next year. Yeah, but yeah, heaps of Philodendron still all over the place. And yeah, quite a few of the swamp iris as well. No shortage of them. If it wants to focus. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably won't bring you back in till we get back closer to the car, and we'll have a wander around inside of the richer area for Stellata down there and see how we go. Alrighty guys, well I think that's going to be it for the video today. Just about back to the car, and I've like been to a few of my pin drops for Stellatas, and I haven't seen any other flowers. I've seen a few buds and a few leaves. Last year they were pretty prevalent at this time of year, but it was also much wetter last year, like last winter. So yeah, as I said earlier, maybe they're just not going to flower heavily this year, or perhaps they're going to be a bit later, I don't know. But we saw the one, and we saw a bunch of other species, so that's a good thing. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you're still with the channel after the long period of not posting any videos, yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. Hooray.